As always, when I notice that the answer choices are testing different verb forms, the first thing I'm always going to do before I read the passage is see if I can definitively classify each of these verbs as singular or plural. Again, I don't make sentences to do this. I know intuitively which ones are singular and plural because of experience and practice. So I know that studies is singular, that are studying is plural, have studied is plural, and study is plural, right? Singular verbs end in S, studies ends in S, are, have, and study do not. So that tells me it's probably A because of the 3 versus 1 strategy. In this particular rule, only this rule, this is the only time this applies, is when we talk about verb agreement on the SAT. If we can classify all of the verbs as either singular or plural definitively, then one will be different from the other 3. That one is almost always going to be the right answer, like 99% of the time. So just stick with it. And then I'm still going to go to the sentence and try to prove it. What I want to do now, though, is instead of just finding any old subject, I know that my subject of this verb is going to be singular. So it helps me kind of stay on task here. So anthropologist Livia Barbosa of the Universidade Federal Fluminense, whatever, in Brazil, studies food and sociability in contemporary Brazil. Yeah, right? This person, the single person, studies food and sociability. They're adding this weird kind of extra clause in there to just kind of mess with me. Honestly, I don't know why it gets commas. That seems weird. I don't know. If I were writing this, I wouldn't put commas. But lucky for us, they do. And it allows us to see that it's an extra clause. And then, yeah, it's a singular thing. So I don't know why you would think it's plural. I don't know. I don't know what, maybe if you thought food and sociability was the subject. I don't know. But no, it's definitely singular. And regardless, we kind of should lean into the strategy, right? If you start second guessing, you've got to have really, really strong evidence to go against this 3 versus 1 strategy. It is one of the most dependable things that you will see on your SAT grammar. It's the only place it works is this one particular rule. So any other grammar rule, you can't do this. But this one rule, it works really, really well. So try to use it when you can, because if you don't, you will fall for traps on hard versions of this particular question.